All right, some news just coming in. It seems fresh clashes have broken out in Surat on Vardara Road. That is the news coming in just now. Remember, there you can see the cops there chasing, and Tejas Mehta also there.
They're going to fire. Another tear gas shell has just been fired here in Surat, trying to disperse those crowds. Then an explosion which took place. Must be a firecracker, but the police going behind these protesters, dispersing them constantly. Another wheel, a tire has been, another tear gas shell, you can see. One more tear gas shell fired at these protesters here in Surat. This is happening right through the morning. We are seeing that the protesters have been coming absolutely close to the police, trying to, of course, take on the police, but repeatedly they have been pushed back, especially in this area. This is a very, very tense area in Surat, where repeatedly, I think once again, this CRPF Jawan is getting ready to fire another round of tear gas shells, because every time he fires one, the tear gas, of course, goes and lands about a distance away, but the crowd is such a large one that it continues. We are chasing them, we are going right behind them. This is all happening in Surat just now, with the violence continues. You can see these protesters just set this to flame here. Another tear gas shell, two tear gas shells have just been fired at protesters here in Surat. So the police, the security forces finally on the ground, trying to disperse these crowds which have been indulging in arson, in destroying public property since last night, and of course right through the day here in Surat. With camera person Sanjay Mandal, this is Tejas Mehta for NDTV.
All right, so some trouble there on Varada Road in Surat. Remember, there was trouble overnight in Ahmedabad, Surat, and other towns like Mehsana. This is after the massive rally, the Patel Agitation rally held in Ahmedabad yesterday, where young leader Hardik Patel called for quotas. He also demanded that the chief minister come, and he said they would sit on a dharna till their demands were met. However, last night the police arrived at that rally ground and then took away Hardik Patel, so they held him for a short while, but that was enough to ignite passions and agitations in different parts of Ahmedabad, in Surat, as well as Mehsana and other smaller towns. Curfew was declared in parts of Surat for today, as well as in Ahmedabad. In Ahmedabad, the situation is under control. That is what the police commissioner told us. But as you can see in Surat, there in some pockets, some trouble taking place, a little bit of agitation, and the police trying to disperse any crowds that have gathered. Well, earlier we spoke to Hardik Patel, the face of this Patel agitation, just 21 years old, and he brought Ahmedabad to a standstill yesterday. We spoke to him and he denied that they had triggered any of the violence. He said it was the government who was responsible.